welcome everybody. My name is Thorsten Scheiber. I'm the founder of Africa GreenTec, and today I want to present you our solution, what we developed for rural areas in Sub-Saharan Africa. And for us, it's very important that we don't just provide a technical solution or sell something. We really want to achieve more self-determination for the people, and this we do through sustainable solutions. Often you see on this first page, if you look to Africa presentations, that people show you how much hunger, how much conflicts, how much terrorism you find in Africa. Africa GreenTec and its team really see to change this point of view of Africa, and we see Africa really as a continent of innovation potential. That you also see in the GDP dates. But very important is you have a very reliable source, and this is the sun. And this sun you can transform to energy. If we compare the access to solar power in, for example, Mali with Germany, we have nearly a double of irrigation in Africa. And yeah, so the continent, but also the people, we really see as clients, as people who want to do something with their life, and we want to support people like Nasu Uma. He is one of our impact stories. You can find this also on our website. Nasu Uma was already a refugee. He was on the way to Europe, and in Morocco, his uncle gave him a phone call and said that the German company Africa GreenTec is now in the village and provides energy. So he decided to come back from Morocco to Djoliba in Mali, and today he is one of our most successful entrepreneurs. He has 2 restaurants, a chicken farm, and several other businesses. So he is a serial entrepreneur. And he just bought his Mercedes and built a new house. And he's a very successful guy and very happy. And we will later also see some more information from him. But what was Uma facing? What gives him the reason to go to Europe or want to go to Europe? As other 600 million people, he didn't have reliable access to electricity. He was also infected that he don't have an access to clean water. Just know that in rural areas in Africa, young people or children before his 5th birth, 25% died on very, for Europe, normal infections coming through bad water quality. A very important source of problems is the food loss. 40% in average. In Mali, we see also up to 70% fruits and vegetables go lost because there is no cool chain. And access to Wi-Fi, it's not only important to look YouTube videos, but today many services and informations like weather informations or prices in the market can come through access to internet. So these 4 services, in our opinion, are very important to have a basic infrastructure in rural areas. Yeah, Africa GreenTec was founded by Ida and me in 2016. And why Africa GreenTec? It's very easy. It's just a love story between Africa and GreenTec. And we have so far more than 20 villages electrified in Mali and Niger. And we are in the moment entering in 4 new markets, what you see on the right side. Up to today, we have 25,000 clients connected to our electricity. We saved some tons of CO2. And what is very important for us, 419 small businesses like this from Uma was created through our services. Our solution is also very known in all over the Pan-African continent. And we have built a holistic system, what is also our differentiator from other companies who are selling electricity or mini grids on the market. And this holistic solution is the impact side, what we created. Impact side means that it has a positive impact on people living in this village. And as you see here in this little design, we provide electricity. We have a smart distribution with prepaid smart meters. We provide cooling services for the community. We have water purification systems, internet access, and we also give farmers water irrigation through solar pumps, and all these systems coming by consultancy for women empowering. So we strengthen also the people by their business cases and helping them to get reliable small businesses on the ground.
Electricity. For many of us, it is part of our everyday lives. But did you know that more than 70% of the population in some parts of Africa still live without electricity? We will show you what life without electricity looks like and how you can take action. This is Numukosa. He's a welder in a village in sub-Saharan Africa. Like millions of other people in the region, Numukosa has no access to electricity and cannot develop his economic potential. Numukosa's neighbors also experience high losses on a daily basis due to the lack of infrastructure. Cold chains are non-existent, causing up to 40% of crops in Africa to spoil prematurely. We at Africa GreenTec have made it our mission to not only empower people like Numukosa, but also to increase the economic power of the village and the region. Africa is a continent on the rise with great potential for innovation, and you can be a part of it. Your investment in our work will enable us to provide villages across Africa with electricity in a sustainable way and achieve long-term impact. With your support, we are turning Numukosa's village and many others into impact sites. Our certified solar-based solutions smartly integrate components for power generation, cooling, water purification, and communication. Numukosa can purchase electricity from Africa GreenTec individually. This allows him to generate more orders and even hire more employees. His neighbors, in turn, can ensure the refrigeration of their food and at the same time benefit from the villagers' increased purchasing power. Internet and the supply of clean water complete the impact site. The market from mini-grids is currently predicted to have enormous growth potential. We, as pioneers in this field, will benefit from a significant market share in the coming years. By investing in Africa GreenTec, you not only get the chance to help people live a self-determined life, but also the opportunity to increase the value of your investment many times over. Find out today how your return can develop over time. We do, thanks to you.
This is our one of our first impact sites in Niger. In Amalul, it's an oasis in the middle of the Sahara, and it was created 2016. And today we have about 200 families who, living in this little city and are very happy. I show you a little bit our main products. The most known product is the solar tainer, Amali. Amali is a word for hope. And this is the core of our impact site. And important is it's still stay mobile. And why mobile? It has many reasons. One reason is mobile assets can be easily financed by outside, because investors often are afraid that in these countries they have no access to or they can not secure their assets. So this is a very strong advantage of our system. We can easily take the asset away. Until today, it never happened, but it's still a kind of pressure also for the community that they know if they don't fulfill our contract, we also can move the asset away and give electricity to another country or another village. A new product what we bring to the market this year is our cool tainer. It works as part of the network in the impact site or independently. And we have a stationary version, mostly for the marketplace, where 3 or 4 women running the container, and people can rent boxes and store their vegetables and fruits inside the container. There's another version where the whole thing is mobile. We created that for cooperatives. For example, if a cooperative has 5 tons of mangoes, they can put it into the container and the whole thing get loaded on a truck, and we transport it to the next city to sell it. So we can delete the middleman, what normally the farmer has between its farm and the market, what is away some kilometers. The whole system is very intelligent. We are one of the pioneers in mini-grid distribution. So we have digital billing systems over SMS. We have prepaid meters. You can pay over mobile money. So the system is very digitalized, and we can use the data also to optimize our tariffs. For example, if there is a national football game in Mali in the middle of the night, we can change the tariff just in time, so people can have in the night access to the TV, and then we bring down the other services in the city, so everybody can look to the football game. Same thing in the time of the Ramadan, where people stand up at 4 o'clock in the morning to have his going to the imam, and so we change also the access to light in the Ramadan time. The amazing thing on this holistic idea is comparable with the ecosystem what Apple created. People who know Apple is that that you have a strong integration from all systems. So if you have an iPhone or a computer or a watch, all information is always in the cloud and interconnected. And through this ecosystem from Apple, there are many apps and other providers who give access to special solutions and services. And this integration and cross-selling is the same thing like we do with our impact site. See the impact site as a modular platform solution. So we have our main products who can be integrated into other services. So partners like other NGOs or business partners can come into the impact site, for example, open a bakery or other services, and then have easy access to all our technical services and data. What does that mean for customers or for our consumers? We come back to our friend Uma. Just to compare what happened before, he was using a diesel genset. He had to pay about €2 per kilowatt hour, and he spent lots of money in diesel and repairing his diesel genset. And with our tariff and our access to solar energy over the network, he can save up to 20% of its total income, or 80%. And this gives him more than $145 per month more income, what he then can spend for his family, for example, for the school or for health services. And to understand what it's mean have a productive use of electricity, I want to share with you the experience we had comparing to home solar systems. What was common for the last 15 years, the World Bank provided home solar systems on DC, so people had light access to loading their phone, perhaps can have a radio or watching a little bit TV, but normally people can't transfer this electricity into income, and this is where Africa GreenTec comes in. We have a 3 phases, 220 volts AC system, so a real network like it perhaps from Europe, and this helps then give more productivity and creates jobs, and this increases the income. And so you have this well-being flywheel, what we call it. And perhaps if you look at the right side, it's a very important measurement. You see that the access to electricity and the development of humanity is really nearby. So you need, we have here, if you look here, this is, for example, Germany or France or European countries. So we use more than 7,000 kilowatt hours per capita. And a person who has no access to electricity is zero on the zero, so has also no chance to develop products or services. And then it don't needs much energy to really have a big step forward. So we see that even with 100 and 200 watts, people can come up to a medium development stage in their own life. And coming back to this situation what Uma faces, and today he said, if today somebody say let's move to Paris, he will refuse because he has everything in his village Joliba, thanks to Africa GreenTec. Very important for the future. Everybody talks about impact and the sustainable development goals. But money and financing is also looking forward to have a measurement of that, what money does in the projects. And the outcome often is not very transparent. So, for example, if an investor or a finance institution invests $1 million in a project in Africa, and the outcome is, for example, that they installed 1 megawatt solar technology or solar energy. This is a clear measurement. We have 1 megawatt, but if this energy is really provided to people, or if the installation is even in function, nobody can say. And Africa GreenTec is very transparent what happened with the money and what happened with the energy. And as you see here, we have a direct impact on 10 of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And through an app, we can also measure it. So our clients have the possibility in the morning, once a week, to answer some questions. For example, we ask, how do you feel? What is with your health? And this information then comes directly into our measurement system, and we really see if people are healthy, if people are happy. So well-being is one of our targets in our projects, and we really can measure it and then show to our financial partners what we have done with the money and what impact on the ground happened. Meanwhile, we have 5 years of experience doing what we do, and normally we create local operators and run our impact sites. This was one of the questions from Harald. So we are not selling solar models or solar attainers. We really run and operate them, and also normally come with the finance. So we are through the whole value chain, I will say. We are partnering with the people. We commit ourselves and our skin in the game for 15 years that it took so long to amortize one of our stations in average. And two very important USPs are that on one side, we are really state-of-the-art by checking out the local situation. Meanwhile, we can come with satellite data. We can make a picture from the satellite to a village, and through different algorithm, we can look if the village is strong enough to pay, and is the availability of pay really given. And this helps us then to pre-calculate the project even without going there and looking on the ground. But on the other side, if we coming on a project phase where we really decide to go into the village, we come with our local technicians We train them, we form them, they stay in the village together with the population and our technology. And we have then a professional management of the assets. Here you see one of our biggest challenges. The decision makers in the projects are normally old chief of families, like you see this guy here. He is 82 years old, and he is an analphabet, so he don't speak French or English. And what we created is a comic-based system to explain then exactly what happened with our project and our system, because this guy on the end decide if we are allowed to enter the village and help then these younger people who sitting to his feet on the right side. For all this, what we have done, we are very honored this year to are the winner of the Mini-Grid Project of the Year from the AFSIA award. AFSIA is the Association for Solar Industry in Africa, a very big association. And yeah, we are really happy and thankful that they choose us as number one in Africa in the moment, coming to mini-grids. Yeah, a great advantage what we have coming from also IDA, my wife, is that we have a strong network, I will say, and people love what we do, also politicians, and so we often get invited from governments to discuss what we can do in the country. I don't share all political opinions of these guys, and I also don't want to make name dropping, but I only want to show that Africa GreenTec is well known, and even some presidents think how they can implement our system into their strategies in the country. And actually, we are very happy. On this page, my favorite is Chiti Mukulu. Chiti Mukulu is a king in Zambia, and I remember this picture very well. It's a long time. You see, my barb was not there. It's 4 years ago. And Chiti Mukulu had his inauguration. So outside there was 350,000 people waiting for him. And he took more than 15 minutes to share his vision and his dreams with me on this picture. And this was a very great honor to have this great time with him. It was a really quality time. Yunus is my personal mentor. I know him several years, and all the time if we met, I really took energy from him, and he's a great guy, and that's the reason why I'm here today. And yeah, we met many people and share our visions. I think there are many people who really want to do good things, and it's important that we network together, and together we can really bring a change to everything. Coming a little bit to the end, what is the market for? The World Bank bring out this study last year and estimated that in the next 10 years, 210,000 mini-grids will connect more than 500 million people. And a mini-grid is exactly what we're doing if we only look to electricity. So we bring more than a mini-grid with the impact side, but the mini-grid is part of our system. So our market is more than 210,000 mini-grids. And yeah, we are in the early beginning, and we hope that we get a part market share of this. And I will show you a little bit the last 3 slides, what is happening locally. Mali was our main country. That's the reason, because Ida is from Mali. So we started at home, I will say. For many people, Mali is the most dangerous country in the world. Yes, it is. But if your family lives there, what do you want to do? You have to go. And up to the day, I trained more than 90 local heroes, I will say. These are some of these guys. And all these people are now engineers at Africa GreenTec, and are very proud to be part of our team. In Niger, we are in execution of 50 of our impact sites. We contracted with the government for 2021. And after our successful pilot in Amalul 2016, we signed a contract before the COVID-19 pandemic. So it's a little bit of a delay in the moment. But next year, we will start and implement 12 more sites in Niger in the coming year. Coming to East Africa or Central Africa, Chad is one of our new markets. After an invitation of the government, they decided to start changing the rural electrification rate, what is under 1% in the moment. And we are happy to announce that we will make up to 300 impact sites in the next years. And in Chad also, we are cooperating with the United Nations, support them by solar energy in the refugee camps. All these projects start also in the next year. We have other markets where we are developing pilots in the moment. In Madagascar, we closed the funding for our pilot site in Mahabalena, what is in central Madagascar. And this starts also next year. In the moment, we are implementing our daughter company. In Senegal, we started last year. There we have also a pilot project, what is funded by the Audi Foundation. In Cameroon, we are looking forward to start operations also next year. Here we are in negotiation with the ministry in the moment. Yeah, thank you for attending the small session.